Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're delving into an ancient story of just incredible transformation. It starts with a small boy in the humblest of settings and ends with him becoming a sage who literally travels the cosmos. It's a journey that really challenges what we think is possible. So the big question is, how does something like that even happen? How does a 5-year-old orphan become a legendary cosmic sage? Well, this journey takes us from the most basic of circumstances to the highest spiritual realms, and it all begins with this one little boy. All right, let's set the scene. Our story starts way, way back. We're introduced to a 5-year-old boy and his mother, who was a poor maidservant. Now, their life is definitely a struggle, but it's also built on a really powerful foundation. Their life was really a study in contrasts. On the one hand, you have this real material hardship. They were very poor, living at a Brahmin school where his mother worked all these small, difficult jobs. But on the other hand, there was this incredible emotional richness, a deep, unbreakable bond of love. For the boy, his mother was his entire world. But this simple, quiet life they had, well, it was about to get a major shakeup. Their world was about to change forever with the arrival of some very unexpected and very important visitors. Just picture it. A group of these wise, highly respected sages, devotees of Lord Krishna, they just show up at the school. And for the boy and his mother, this was a huge opportunity. They were given the chance to serve these guests during their stay. And get this, it wasn't just for a day or two. For 4 whole months, this little boy was just soaking it all in. He would listen so intently as the sages spoke of devotion and the wonderful pastimes of Krishna. And even though he was only 5, a deep spiritual longing really started to stir inside him. What's so amazing is that his spiritual awakening didn't come from some complicated ceremony. Nope. It was all about these simple, heartfelt actions. He served the sages with love. He listened to their stories. And through that service and hearing, his heart became totally attracted to Krishna. His sincerity was so pure, it just naturally earned him their blessing. And that's really the key here, right? His sincerity. This quote says it all. His good behavior, his genuine desire to serve, it didn't go unnoticed. The sages were so pleased, so impressed, that before they left, they blessed him and initiated him into devotional service. A monumental gift for anyone, let alone a 5-year-old boy. Okay, so the sages leave, and now the story takes a turn. The boy's newfound faith is about to face the toughest test you could possibly imagine, forcing him to rely completely on the teachings he had just received. And then just like that, the unthinkable happens. One day, his beloved mother is coming home after milking a cow, she gets bitten by a snake, and she's gone. The one person he thought would always be there, his whole world, just vanished in an instant. Now, this is where the story gets really incredible. Think about it. A 5-year-old all alone in the world. You'd expect him to be absolutely terrified, right? But he wasn't. The faith that had taken root in his heart over those 4 months gave him this remarkable sense of peace and security. Instead of feeling lost and alone, he felt protected. He truly believed that the Lord Krishna was now personally looking after him. And with that total trust, he does something amazing. He decides to embark on a journey heading north, all by himself. So, this journey he's on, it's not just about covering ground. It was really a journey inward, a pilgrimage of the heart that would lead to something truly profound, a life-altering inner experience. So he's walking through forests, over hills, across rivers, and finally he finds this big tree and just sits down. And right there, with tears of pure devotion just flowing, he puts every ounce of his being into meditating on Lord Krishna. And in that moment of pure, unwavering focus, it happens. Lord Krishna appears directly within his heart. This wasn't just a feeling, it was a direct, divine blessing, the ultimate confirmation that his devotion had been seen and was being answered. So this incredible experience, it basically sets him up for his final transformation. He lived out the rest of that life, just deepening his devotion. And when it was time to leave that body, the Lord blessed him to be reborn, not in some ordinary form, but as the great sage Narada Muni, with a special, non-material spiritual body, totally unbound by physical laws. And with this new spiritual form, he becomes the legendary Narada Muni. He can now travel absolutely anywhere in the material universe, even into the spiritual world, constantly chanting the holy names of the Lord, Narayan, Narayan, spreading devotion wherever he went. Wow, what a story, right? So, what's the big takeaway here? What's the core message that's been passed down through the ages from this simple, powerful tale? Well, it really boils down to two simple but super powerful ideas. First, even a little bit of time with genuine spiritual people, when you meet it with sincere service, can totally change your life's path. And second, age is just a number when it comes to devotion. It's all about the heart, and even a little kid can become great. And that really leaves us with something to think about, doesn't it? Narada Muni's whole incredible story started with small acts, listening carefully and serving with respect. This ancient tale is a powerful reminder that the most profound journeys, the most incredible transformations, often began not with a grand gesture, but with the simplest steps of devotion and service.